In Wisconsin, a young woman who says she stabbed her ex-boyfriend to death is facing sentencing. During trial, she told a harrowing tale of being attacked and fought to save her life. But was it self-defense or was this a cold-blooded murder? Here's CBS News correspondent Jamie Yuccas.
On March 22nd, 2018,
I have a lady that just came to my house and somebody attacked her.
a bruised and distraught stranger showed up on the doorstep of Wisconsin dairy farmer Don Sipple.
Her clothes are all torn.
This police dash cam recorded the voice of 20-year-old Ezra McCandless as she pleaded for help.
Where are all you hurt from right now?
Everywhere.
Ezra told authorities she didn't recall much about the attack, but she knew who attacked her, a man named Alex Woodworth. Ezra was an aspiring artist who used her own car as a canvas. Alex hoped to become a philosophy professor. The two had been having a secret affair for months, and tensions were running high.
Something horrible happened to this woman.
District Attorney Andrea Nodolf says police had a big problem. They could not find the crime scene or Alex. Police visited Alex's house, called his cell phone, and spoke with his parents, but Alex had vanished. Then the cops followed the muddy footprints Ezra left when she went to that dairy farm.
Everything changed when law enforcement found the body.
Alex Woodworth's body was found in Ezra's abandoned car. He'd been stabbed 16 times.
Is this the way the car was found?
Yes, Alex's body was kind of laying out of the back seat.
When detectives confronted Ezra, she admitted to repeatedly stabbing Alex, but said it was in self-defense.
He just kept trying to attack me, and I didn't know what to do.
After examining the evidence, investigators felt Ezra was lying.
This was someone who was staging a crime scene.
She was arrested and charged with murder.
This was anger and rage, and this was personal.
At her trial last October, Ezra McCandless testified in her own defense. Although she faced a possible life sentence, at times she seemed to bask in the limelight.
She's here to put on the show for the jury. This case boiled down to whether you believed Ezra McCandless or not.
Jamie Yuccas joins me now. So, Jamie, what an eerie story and case. What was Ezra's demeanor like during that trial?
You know, it's interesting, as you saw as that piece was running, she was very relaxed. She, during breaks, actually would talk to her mom, show her mom her outfits. She seemed to kind of bask in the limelight and enjoy the process of it. And as the prosecutor said many times, she seemed like somebody who thought she was going home at the end of the day. But even one of her ex-boyfriends, Jason Mengel, said that she seemed to really enjoy the limelight. One of her childhood friends said that she seemed to light up at trial. So very interesting demeanor inside the courtroom.
And as you mentioned in the story, the victim in this case was stabbed 16 times. So were prosecutors concerned that the jurors wouldn't believe that this young woman, a feminine woman, could actually commit that sort of crime?
Well, you can see she's a smaller female, right, in the courtroom there, and she did dress less feminine before this trial. Suddenly she shows up at trial, she's got her hair done, she's wearing pink and florals, very relaxed, as we talked about. On Instagram, she had something posted that the prosecutor pointed out to us saying, "I am the fox, the tricky one." So prosecutors were concerned that she would put on kind of this show of being meek and timid, and that the jury might buy into that, and they may believe her story that she's just too small to take on, you know, this bigger man. The interesting part, though, is that when the prosecutor started laying out the evidence, she actually weighed more than Alex Woodworth. And so she was physically a little bit larger than him. So they tried to put on this entire show, but the evidence showed differently.
And Jamie, you had a chance to speak with the victim's family.
Yeah.
How are they coping?
You know, obviously this is a very tough loss. We talked to both Alex's father and grandfather. I think I was really taken aback just about how deep they are in their faith, how committed they are to forgiveness. They say that they forgive Ezra. The father said at one point, hate is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. That's really where their head and heart is at this point, and they've forgiven her. And in some ways, you know, they hope that she can rehabilitate herself and have a new lease on life at some point.
Fascinating story. Jamie Yuccas, thank you.
Thanks.
And you can watch 48 Hours, the case against Ezra McCandless tomorrow night at 10 Eastern, 9 Central on CBS.